Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's going to be looking at the Ram 2500 Tradesman with the 6.4 Hemi. This is an affordable HD truck. Before we get in this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Lurch Miller Dodge Ram here in Sandy for giving me some time with this truck. I'll include a link to their website in the description down below. I'll also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a 6.4 liter Hemi that goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission. It puts out 405 horsepower and then 429 pound-feet of torque. Now, before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So the hood raises up towards the center here, just like other Rams. And then down below, it actually looks pretty cool. So there's a lot of plastic here, but you notice that the headlight bezel is darker. And then the grille is darker in coloration with the Ram logo and the toe hooks and everything. So it all works together. And so although it functions as a work truck to make it so the front end is going to be more durable because it's not painted, it actually, I think, looks kind of good. So our tire wheel setup is two 45 by 70 by 17. And you can see pretty basic wheels. And I think they expect you to change out the tires on this, to be honest. I think they're just doing the cheapest possible tires to let people choose what they want. It's my guess. Anyways, you've got a solid front axle, coil sprung there. You've got your 2500 HD badge, blacked out mirror caps, and you can see with these side steps there as well. And you notice, again, the contrast with this, the black and the white, even though this is a work truck, it actually looks kind of cool. Now, there's not too many key fob features. You basically just get lock and unlock, and then you've got the Ram logo there on the back, nothing crazy. And up inside, so we've got an outlet here in the bed. We also have the whole fifth wheel prep set up on top of that 6'4" box. And this is pretty darn light, the tailgate. Got the Ram logo there in the back, and then look at the taillights there. And then you've got the bumper a little bit more basic in color scheme, but it doesn't look too much different from like a Rebel bumper or a Power Wagon bumper, funny enough. Now this leads us inside, where again, it's going to be very basic with the trim. Got lots of storage down below. The cloth seats are actually pretty nice to the touch. Got under seat storage. Plenty of room up front. Vents there for the back passengers. And this is still the previous gen crew cab with the HDs. And then popping up front, again, another basic kind of door panel. With the mirrors, only the top is power adjustable, the bottom is manual. Automatic for the front two windows. 3,184 pounds is the payload capacity with this truck. And here's a quick look at the front seat. Manually adjustable. Oh, almost forgot gross vehicle. 10,000 pounds. And then your light controls here. You've got your fog light and your cargo light. Steering wheel, manually adjustable. And let's pop it on. So you've got the Ram logo front and center. You've got our controls for the center screen there. Adaptive cruise control. You have your gear limiter as well. Kind of more basic trim around the steering wheel itself. And then this has the new electronic column shifter. So mostly analog gauge cluster. You do have a screen there in the center which will display different information depending on what you want to see. But yeah, analog, more reliable, right? Just regular backup camera in reverse. And then, yeah, even the Tradesman now gets the big display, which is crazy. It's actually also has dual zone climate, believe it or not, which in a work truck is kind of nice because it's a big vehicle and if you have different people in. Nice to have. Pretty quick response time with the screen. It takes a second for some of those to load up. 6 auxiliary switches. You can add a bunch of different items to it. Tow haul mode, stability control, parking sensors front and rear. And then you get trailer brake controls there too. And then you can see here with the driveline, I accidentally pressed 4-wheel high. Whoops. Anyways, we also have 4-wheel low with it. You got some USB ports here. Bench seat with the truck. No storage underneath. You've got storage above the glove box, and then the glove box itself. Just a regular rear view mirror, and then power sliding rear glass. So this leads us to the window sticker. This is a Tradesman 4x4 with the 6.4 Hemi. $57,835 is the total MSRP on this HD truck. Let's see how it performs. That was a little bit weird. I put my foot on the brake pedal and the gauge just started kind of freaking out. Huh. Could be a low battery. It doesn't give me an indication though. I mean, that's obviously an indication, but it's not like it's giving me something on the screen saying, hey, battery needs charge. Interesting. Now, what a lot of people don't know is the 6.4 Hemi in the HD trucks is not the same 6.4 Hemi that is in like a 392 Wrangler or a Dodge Challenger. Different engine, different setup. And that's why it sounds so different and why it performs so different. In those cars, it's like high strung, like just go, 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 go. In this, let's go really slow here. This dog looks like it could run out at any moment. Oh, yep. Sorry, I just want to be careful. I don't want to run over someone's dog. This, though, on the other hand, is about smooth power delivery and torque. Even though it has less power and less torque than a 6.4 Hemi, you can tell it's all about giving you that torque on the low end. It's pretty nice. Definitely a bumpy ride with an HD truck. But it's not bad. The 6.4 Hemi, what I've always found interesting is because there's a lot less weight over the front axle, it almost feels like it rides rougher compared to the Cummins. I don't know why that is, but it just kind of feels that way. Yeah, this engine is really smooth. It's quite nice to drive. Obviously, it doesn't have the torque of the diesel, but it's able to get out of its own way. Oh, RIP backpack. RIP backpack. Not bad. Not bad at all. So, Tradesman with the 6.4 Hemi. There's a lot of utility with this truck. The payload's actually good for a Ram 2500 because most Ram 2500s, once you have that diesel, it's so heavy that you've got like less than 2,000 pounds of payload. This, got quite a bit more. So you've got the payload utility, and the price on this is not cheap by any means, but compared to a lot of other trucks in today's world, I mean, like a basic Ram 1500 actually isn't really that much less. Actually, it's the same price probably. Let's think. Tradesman, I'm trying to remember the price. I think a Tradesman 1500 is the same price as this actually. So yeah, if you need the HD capability, you're not really spending more than you'd spend on a 1500. So that ain't bad at all. And with this you get a V8, whereas with the 1500 you either get a Pentastar V6 or you get an inline 6, depending on how you spec out the truck. I think, yeah, it might make more sense just to get a 2500 if you're getting a basic Ram. If you're just looking for a truck to do truck stuff, that you get the 6.4 bed, you get the HD suspension. Yeah, it's not going to be as comfortable. It's going to be a bigger truck, but I think the value is much better than the 1500. Huh? That's just my 2 cents. Let me know what you think about that. Let me know what you guys think about the Tradesman 2500. Do you think this is overpriced, or does it make sense for the capability it provides?